So the problem here that I'm trying to figure out currently is the relationship between invoices, payments, and the ledger. How am I going to structure that? Well, here's my multiple records layouts that I'm still working on. Here's some of our customers. And if you want to see a list of all of the agreements, because we have customers here, each of them has agreement that they get billed for every month, where they're going to rent a different, violin instrument, cello, whatever. And then here we see all of the invoices. We're going to be able to search all these. We'll get to that at some point. And then here's a list of all the payments that have been made for taking reports and things. If you want to see all the notes going on, here's that. So if we go back to customers and we want to look at a single customer, so let's take old Bobby B here. We look at him. We can see that he's got a couple of agreements going here. Here's his ledger. He's got 2 agreements that he just got billed for, we'll say in June. So there's our ongoing balance, and we'll get to videos about how to do all that stuff. But what I'm unclear on, I can make it to where when he makes a payment, his ledger goes to 0, but it's how do these invoices know what how do we now know that these invoices are paid? Because we're going to need to tie the payment to the invoices. We're going to need to, and on the payment, we're going to need to know which invoices that payment's applied to. And the situation is that here's a situation where we have multiple invoices and one payment. I can think of plenty of situations in the future that we might grow into one invoice and then multiple payments. Like, say, for example, they send you a payment late, but it doesn't include the late charges on that invoice, right? Or something like that. Or what if we grow to start selling multiple products, and any type of situation where there's going to be multiple payments for one invoice. So if we go over here to our relationships, here's what I have currently. I have the customer ledger, and invoices and payments are going to feed into that. But how are we going to tie these two guys together? No matter how you cut it, there's going to be multiple invoices on one payment. There's going to be multiple payments on one invoice, or multiple payments on multiple invoices. And then they all got to be notated here on the ledger. And we need to know when the invoices are paid off, right? And then we need to know when a payment is fully accounted for. For example, what if someone prepays for 12 invoices, 12 months of invoices, and they prepay? And then it's going to chip away at that payment every single month until it's down to 0. How are we going to know all these things? I'm unclear, and maybe if anybody watches this video, you could leave some, would love it if you would leave some tips in the comments. Otherwise, I'm going to keep chipping away at this, and then I will link to the solution below at some point whenever I get this figured out. Wish me luck. So long, and